Hey guys, how's it going? So yesterday, thanks to Amazon, we finally got a wealth of new images of the upcoming LEGO Avengers Endgame sets that are coming out here in the next few weeks, and we're finally, I think, clear to talk about them, and I'm really excited here because, of course, we did get images of the last two sets yet to be revealed, the Iron Man Hall of Armor and the Avengers Compound Battle, but now that we have pictures of the entire wave, I figured I would do a quick video here to discuss, but I'm kind of working on Captain Marvel right now and really trying to make sure I finish that figure in a timely fashion. I really want to get back to it, so I'm not really going to go too crazy with the editing here, and I hope you guys can bear with me. But again, the sets are coming out really soon, so I'll definitely, the quality will be present there, maybe not so much in this video. Either way, the Captain America Outrider attack, again, this set looks really good for the most part. It definitely gives me flashbacks to the original Captain America set from 2012 with the Chitauri soldiers. Obviously, in this case, we have a motorcycle that is 3 times the size of that one, and Outriders instead, and Cap in a Quantum Realm suit, and it's just really still cool though because it just kind of brings everything full circle now with the original Avengers finally exiting the MCU and Captain America most likely dying. But either way, the new Captain America in his Quantum Realm suit featuring that new helmet. Unfortunately, it's a very thick helmet, so on the back it kind of looks like a mullet, and the skin tone is very pale, but it's still so much better than what we've had previously with the super tan skin tone. And also the Outriders included here now with a lot more shoulder armor and these different like arms that LEGO's doing now with the claws attached, and LEGO's got a heavy emphasis on these accessories with the Outriders this time around, but otherwise I'm pretty sure they're the exact same as they were in Infinity War, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm not sure what LEGO's doing with these discs. I mean, this whole thing is covered in stickers, but you also have these printed Avengers discs that fire from the motorcycle apparently. I don't know what that's about. And you also have a lot of orange power burst pieces here in the form of flames, obviously, and those are attached, and I think one of them can actually be removed, and man, Cap's packing. I mean, he's not messing around after the snap. I mean, post decimation, he's had enough. And also he's got a new shield. Cap apparently has this brand new shield, and it looks like it's silver on the back and kind of a bit more closer to the actual colors of his shield in the MCU instead of the super bright red plastic LEGO has been pushing in recent years. So I really appreciate that change for this final version of Cap in the MCU. And so yeah, there is that. And also, if we move on now to the next couple of sets, we've got the War Machine Buster, and oh man, this again looks really great. I'm really looking forward to pairing it with last year's Hulk Buster. I love the print on the dome. I love all the different stickers and the detail they add. I love all the stud shooters and posability. I mean, the minigun on the top right, obviously it's a stud shooter minigun. We've seen that before. The flick fire missiles even on the top left. I mean, this is exactly what I would expect from a War Machine Buster. This looks awesome, and I cannot wait to see what it'll potentially look like in the movie, because this is something that I never really even considered, the idea of a War Machine Hulk Buster. So that's really awesome, and I just love the box art for these new sets, by the way. I mean, I just love everything about it. I mean, you have the actual promo art of the characters on the right side of the boxes, and then you even have some actual like LEGO versions that they drew, and they put on the actual side of the box, and I think that's really cool. And also, of course, in the set you got the brand new War Machine helmet. You got both him and Ant-Man in their Quantum Realm suits, and that new Ant-Man helmet. And I mean, the new Ant-Man helmet's not perfect. It is still kind of smooth on the front, but as I've said before in my previous video, this is just miles ahead of the inaccurate helmet LEGO kept rehashing from the concept art of the original Ant-Man movie. And also, again, we've got those 2 Outriders, and of course you'll be able to store Rhodey inside. So this set looks really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. Moving on though to the set that I am personally the most excited for by far is the Iron Man Hall of Armor, finally revealed to us, and just looking at this, I cannot help but wonder and think about, where was this set in 2013 when I was making my own Hall of Armor with light up LEDs and making so many customs to celebrate the movie? Where was this set? I mean, this is just so cool, and also kind of maybe indicates that they'll also not only be traveling back to the Battle of New York, but maybe even the timeline, the point in time where Iron Man 3 happened. And as you can see, the Iron Man Hall of Armor room, including the Iron Man Mark 50, which is back again. This time it doesn't appear to be sporting the blue lenses in the eyes, which I find to be kind of odd. We've already had the rest of the minifigures leaked already. We have the Mark 41 bone suit, which looks fantastic. Of course, the Mark 5 suitcase armor from Iron Man 2, again, fantastic and so exciting to finally have that. The Iron Man Mark 1, disappointing for a variety of reasons that I'll discuss in the review, mostly pertaining to the helmet. A couple Outriders, again, this time closely resembling their Infinity War appearance with just the droid arms attached to the back instead of the claws and all that jazz. But the actual Hall of Armor is so exciting because not only do we get those minifigures, but we also do get Igor. Yeah, I forget which number the suit is. You guys can let me know in the comments. I guarantee I'll be making plenty of mistakes throughout the remainder of this video, but the Igor suit making his debut in this set here, completely unexpected, something I never thought would happen. I mean, I really love what LEGO did here. I mean, obviously the proportions aren't perfect, but this is, you know, I think as close as we're going to get to a really good LEGO Igor. I disagree with the piece that LEGO chose for the faceplate. I think that looks really awkward, especially with the kind of like the chin on the bottom. I think that's not the right piece to go with, but I mean, still, I'm really happy that he made his way into this set, and I love the stickers on him, but the actual Hall of Armor itself is really cool. I mean, you've got a bunch of details thrown in there, like a blender. You've got, you know, Tony's platform that we saw him use in Iron Man 3 inside the Hall of Armor room. We've got his desk with various screens that have stickers on them, and that looks great. We've got the robot whose name is escaping me. We've got so much going on here, and what's really exciting to me is if you look at the front, you've got it kind of spread out, and then you look at this picture on the back, and you've pretty much got a chunk of it stacked on top. And if this is really the case, and if this set is easily stackable like this, I think I may buy 2 or 3 of them to display in my custom Iron Man suits. I think that would be really cool. And also you've got the Mark 50 sporting a jetpack as well. There is a jetpack included with this set. Originally we thought it was for the Mark 1, but obviously it's interchangeable, and on the back of the box you've got it on the Mark 50, and I think that's kind of strange. I don't think I have to explain that one. Iron Man suits don't need jetpacks. They kind of are the jetpack. Anyway, I got a satellite dish and ladders and all these other things. This set looks awesome, and I love the versatility of it. I mean, you can also fit Tony inside Igor to some extent. You can take the actual Hall of Armor and kind of like wrap it into this circular position. This just looks like a fantastic set. The ultimate Iron Man set that I think just pays tribute to the character in a great way, and especially if this is going to be Robert Downey Jr.'s last movie. This is the set that I kind of would want LEGO to go out with. But moving on to the Avengers Ultimate Quinjet, this is also very exciting because, as I've said before in my previous video, this is by far the best Quinjet that we have had since the original in 2012. The one in 2015 for Age of Ultron was very limiting and much smaller. The one in 2016 for Civil War was terrible. I mean, and just god awful. And then this one is really a return to form. I mean, I just love the dark blue primary color, the trans orange as the secondary, all the playability features, and of course the minifigures included. We already knew we were getting Thor and Hawkeye and Rocket in their Quantum Realm suits, and these 2 new Chitauri minifigures, which look excellent and so much better than the originals that we had in 2012. I mean, these minifigures, while obviously redundant, are really great. I'm really excited to see just how much screen time these suits will ultimately occupy, given how major their presence is in the merchandising, not only in the sets, but in the rest of the toys. Black Widow is confirmed to be the one who was inside the cockpit. We finally know Black Widow is officially in this set, and so that's really great. I mean, the hairpiece is kind of, I mean, personally, there's a LEGO Friends hairpiece that I think would suit her a little bit more if LEGO was able to mold it in that same, you know, red color, but, you know, this works, and I'm really excited for the Quinjet. It's got so many playability features. I mean, you know, that 3-wheeler that Hawkeye has looks really cool too, but I mean, what I think it's the most exciting for me personally is not all the stud shooters that LEGO has tacked on this thing, but the interior. You can load up Hawkeye's 3-wheeler that fits into the back. I mean, you've got space for the minifigures in the center, and that means so much to me because it was such a shame in recent years, you know, kind of like in between I would say 13 and maybe 17, where interiors just really seem to be so absent from LEGO Marvel sets, and I really appreciate LEGO bringing them back with last year's Benatar, and then also the Quinjet here, the new Quinjet. This looks awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. But of course, that brings us to the Avengers Compound Battle. I don't know why. I guess I had unrealistic expectations for this one, but we all knew this was going to be the set that would have the new Thanos, that would have the new Hulk, the new Iron Man, Mark 85. I mean, but I didn't know this was going to be the one that Nebula was going to appear in. I kind of forgot that Nebula was going to be in these sets. She's got a new head, so that's really exciting. I've already expressed my disappointment with the Thanos, and there are some potential spoilers just looking at him at face value, so I'm not really going to talk about those until we actually get my hands on the sets, in case you don't want to pay attention and find those out for yourself. You got a micro Ant-Man in his Quantum Realm suit. That's really exciting. Captain Marvel, I honestly wasn't expecting her to be in this set, so we've got that crappy figure back again. And then also another Outrider. There will be no shortage of Outriders by the time we are done with these sets, good lord. But Man, this set is so disappointing for a variety of reasons. I mean, I look at this and my immediate thought was just, wow. There is so much going on here with the little car to the little helicopter and, you know, just so much goofiness that I initially was like, wow, this really could have been a junior set. I mean, just simplify this set a little bit more and this could have been a junior set. And so you are getting a $90 set here that, if you ask me, really doesn't warrant such a price point. I personally would absolutely skip out on this set if I wasn't reviewing it for you guys, and I just really think that instead of including these additional vehicles for playability, if LEGO is able to increase playability with the actual Avengers HQ itself and really actually focus on the headquarters, I think that would have been better, because we had last year's Sanctum Sanctorum, which was so cool for so many reasons. It was so unique for a variety of reasons. You had both the Sanctum Sanctorum and that like New York city building, you know, the apartment and you know, the pizzeria on the bottom worked into the same set, and it really did work. I mean, it folded together to make for one building. It was so inventive with all the different accessories and the different rooms that just made for such an excellent playset with so many great features. And this one, I just really don't feel the same. I mean, they've taken the Avengers HQ and just kind of turned it into this over glorified police station looking thing, and I just really I don't necessarily agree. I just would have put more emphasis on the actual Avengers headquarters instead of these two vehicles that obviously take up more resources that could have been put toward a better structure. And it's just kind of a shame, because if you ask me, I think it pales in comparison to last year's Sanctum Sanctorum showdown, and so it's disappointing, but at least we do get a really nice final Hulk Big Fig. I do like the new Hulk Big Fig a lot. I like the new Iron Man. I think that's probably one of the better, if not the best, Iron Man suits LEGO has put out. Maybe that's being too generous, but you know, it looks good. You know, we got stud shooters galore. We've got a gate. You know, you have all the playability features you would come to expect. You got a spring-loaded shooter turret on the top. I mean, you look at the interior in the back, you got a nice little room for the Avengers to set up, kind of like the actual HQ. You know, there is some stuff to be had here for kids, but I just, you know, if I was a kid, I know that I personally would have leaned more toward the Sanctum Sanctorum, because this is just, if you ask me, not as exciting. I don't know. This is just disappointing to me in a variety of ways. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I am curious. I know that not everybody is going to agree with me here, but I just personally expected more. I expected that after that, the standard LEGO had set for themselves last year with the Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown and how great that was, as not only a build, but a fantastic playset. I expected more here, and so I think it's a shame. And I just love the car. I love how Tony is wearing his final suit, and he's in a car with Nebula on the back. I think that's hilarious. I hope that they enter the movie like that. Wouldn't that be great? They get off the Benatar, they arrive back on Earth, and they show up in a little tiny car. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, again, let me know what you guys think of all the Avengers Endgame sets down in the comments. I mean, I am so glad I've been able to talk about them ahead of time for you guys. Originally, I mean, I've just been afraid of copyright, like pretty much all YouTubers recently, so this has been great. Thank you for listening to me ramble on and on about them for the last like 15 minutes or so, and I'm gonna get back to working on Captain Marvel. I'm gonna do my best to at least get a photo of my figure of her out over on my pages like Patreon and Instagram and all those places, and then hopefully get to the showcase the following week, along with the Spider-Man PS4 Advanced Suit Showcase, as well as I did just finally wrap up that figure too. And I am falling behind on the Avengers Endgame minifigures, and so I don't know that I will have a big bombastic showcase for release, but those minifigures will all still get made, and it should be great. I've finally gotten started, guys. Progress has been made on the Avengers Endgame showcase, and like I said, I'm working on Captain Marvel, and I'm going to get back to it. Thank you for joining me. I'm looking forward to reviewing these sets whenever they come out. I'm going to start tracking them down, you know, over these next few weeks, and it should be great. So I appreciate you sticking around, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.